Live, Miss Ellie. Here we are. Welcome, everybody. Very special evening here at the Bold Team Hangout, which we do every Tuesday. I'm Jamie Donnelly. I'm a mompreneur and internetpreneur, as you can see by the office/playroom behind me. Welcome, everybody here. We're going to do something a little bit different tonight. We're going to be giving you a sneak peek into both. Yes, it's working and we're sharing, but what are we sharing? And we're going to be sharing a little bit about a course that we all just got from Ray Higdon, Total Recruiting Mastery, and also I'll give you a little sneak peek behind the scenes. But before I start this, we have someone new on the panel here tonight. And I want to just make sure that I say this. This is really a hangout, you know, and I said that to him before we started. This is not a rigidity type thing, you know. This is a hangout, and we're welcoming your input, your comments, your feedback, your questions. So make sure that you utilize that chat and talk to us as we go. If we're moving too fast or something, stop us and ask us a question, right? We're hanging out. This is a hangout, right? So relax, all right? And before we move any further, let's talk to this beautiful panel, Bloom. This is the elite of the elite marketing team here that you have, entrepreneurs. That's right, Miss Ellie. I see your face. All right, so let's start with who I see first. Let's introduce Miss Carol.
Hello. Yes, my name is Carol Mikowski from upstate New York, and I am at the other end of the house from Ellie, and I am also an entrepreneur and internet marketer, and this is all very exciting. As Jamie said, we all purchased this product just recently from Ray Higdon and have been studying it, and he's got a lot to say in it, so we have a lot to say, I guess. So that said, let me bow out and let the next person go.
All right, Miss Catherine.
Hello, everyone. This is Catherine from Alameda in California, and I am a woman entrepreneur and part of this team, this great team that we have in front of us. And I can't wait to discuss about the product that we've all got. So thanks, Jamie.
Gosh, I wish I was in California. Doesn't that sound nice? California. Danielle, are you here? Yes, you are. You're not in California, though.
Daniel,
are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Is there anyone else here called? Hi. How you doing?
I heard no names. I just clicked on and it was open. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk, but I'm Danny. Hi. And I just watched the beginning of the hangout on my phone because my computer decided to take a nosedive. But anyways, yeah, I'm here with all these other great marketers, and welcome, Mark, to the panel tonight. It's nice to have a different face here too. And I'm looking forward to us all talking about Ray Higdon tonight in that course.
Well, thank you. Is it as warm up by you as it is in California, Danielle? Don't keep laughing. You're not allowed to keep laughing about that. Ellie, Miss Ellie. She's the cream.
Hi, I'm Walsh here. Upstate New York, it is not warm today. It is only 40 degrees, and that's Fahrenheit for you Celsius people, so that's cold. I am on the other side of the house in upstate New York from Carol. On the other side of the house from upstate New York. No, I'm on the other side of the house from Carol in upstate New York, whatever. You know, I just wanted to point out, everybody, you know, we also are an entrepreneur, and some people are like, what the hell is that? Because when I first got online, all I wanted to know was a way to make money. And you know what? That's what we're here to talk about, a way to change your lifestyle. and money changes lifestyle. So I want to bring out, we forget to do this all the time. You know, we are the bold team. There is a story behind that. It's Jamie's fault. But then we realize what bold is all about, and that really is belief, opportunity, lifestyle, and destiny. So we are here every week on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, and we're here because we're talking about growing you and growing your business. And if you want to make money online, you're going to realize I need to treat this as a business, otherwise it doesn't stay, because I've been there and I've done that. So I just wanted to point that out. Entrepreneur, not an entrepreneur. Sometimes words people feel like, ooh, what does that mean? We're here to talk about ways on how you can make money online and change your lifestyle. That's what I got to say.
Well, fine then. Mute that thing. It's hard to mute Ellie, just like it's hard to mute me. So I get the power. Mark, welcome to our panel. It's your first time. We're really excited to have you, and I know that you were really excited. As not a lot of people would be their first time, but Mark has been really excited to get on here. So introduce yourself, Mark.
Well, hey everybody. My name is Mark Seymour, and I live in Central Indiana. And I'm really excited to be part of the group because once I found out, once I got into the Ray Higdon training program, it just all of a sudden hit me like a ton of bricks that not only his training was extremely important for what I've am trying to do online. I've got a couple different things I'm doing, but it's beneficial to all of the things that I'm doing when it comes to either MLM, trying to build an MLM, or just trying to earn money online in other ways. So I was just really excited to have the opportunity to get that training and to start learning from it. It's just incredible, and it's really valuable. So I was happy to be not only part of that, but part of the group here tonight, and that's about it, really. So thanks, everybody.
Well, thank you. You're in the right place. So I'll tell you, you're in good hands here. But look at this motley crew, right? What about my favorite, Miss Michelle? Miss Michelle, Mark and Michelle. The Michelle of Mark and Michelle.
The important one. Don't tell Mark that. Hey, I'm Michelle Eves, Mississippi, and I'm not proud of that, but by way of the North, so that's why. And internet online marketer, and I'm so excited to talk about this product because at first I didn't think that I would be, because it is not my favorite subject until I actually got into it. And now I think it's my favorite. So I will share more with you later.
That's a big statement because we know, all of us know, how many courses that we've been through, trainings we've gotten. That's a big statement. I can't wait to hear Miss Michelle's take on this because I'll tell you what, that's huge. You just said something big. So as promised, we talk about going into the back, you know, and lifting the veil and sort of showing you into this back office to show you what this product contains. And I'm, of course, hesitant to do that because whenever anyone shares screen with me, I get scoliosis. Like when they go through it, I just want to pass out. But I'm going to do it because I promised it, so I have to do it now. I also hope the technology works with me and gives me what I'm looking for. And I'm hoping someone will unmute themselves and tell me, Jamie, I can see your screen.
Beautiful. I can see it.
Oh, and there it is. Total recruiting mastery. Thank you, Michelle. This is the product that's like all a buzz, if you will. Everybody's talking about it. He did this enormous webinar last week, talking about recruiting, and it was amazing. It really was. There was over 5,000 people on it, and it rocked the house. Crashed servers, the whole deal. So everywhere online, you might be bumping into people talking about Ray Higdon, talking about this product, talking about his webinar. Well, here it is, okay? And I'm not going to go too much into like, oh, this is. We're all going to talk to kind of what nuggets we took from it, and what we found was really helpful, and what we could implement and or have implemented into our businesses to get good results, to get better results, because honestly, the training and the webinar that he did was not theoretical. It was very much something that was actionable and very much something you can implement right away. The bonuses that he offered were sick. Okay, there's no other word for it. These two, I believe, don't quote me, but I do believe that the first two bonuses here will go away on the 29th when the cart closes for this product. But these are, am I right?
It sounds like they're all going away, not just those two.
Oh.
Right.
Well,
so,
well.
29th, they're closing this card. When or how are they bringing it out again? We don't know.
Well, there you go. Thank you, because I didn't know that. And these are going to be, as you can see, live webinars, and these are like hour-long, hour-and-a-half long bonuses. These are to get you pumped up before calls and after calls, and those are exciting. You also get this master sponsoring series, which was, I think he said his very first product that he ever made. And the power of Ray Higdon in the early days is just as huge as the power of Ray Higdon, I think, today, if not more so. Can you see me now?
Yeah, and I want to jump in here real quick, because that other product was still on sale, all right, by itself, and I think it was at the price of $147 before this came out. So you're getting two products, the buy one get one free. You know, anybody that does coupons, so you go in the store and it's like BOGO. It's like, oh, BOGO is happening, and that's what's happening here. Besides all of those bonuses, which are crazy, and besides the information, what he talked about that, some people go, oh, his first product, we don't need that, and he talked about he still uses all of those, ideas and I want to say formulas, all right, of how he works his business today. That's still, it's not old ideas that aren't being used today. So it's a whole nother product that we will eventually all go through also. We're going through one, we're going to go through that one. So that's the BOGO deal. Okay, I'm quiet now.
Okay, thank you, Sally. Thank you for that input. And we all sort of, we don't normally do something like a show and tell on a product like this, but because we all jumped in and we didn't talk about doing it together. We really, to be honest, I never even thought I was going to buy anything. But the training is so powerful that we felt it was really important to share, because we do share the resources that help us grow our businesses and ourselves. And this really was something that made an impact on all of us. And so, I don't know if Miss Ellie, you think this is a good time for each of us to come out and sort of talk about what. Yes? Okay. So I'm just going to go into what hit me on this, and I'll go as fast as possible. There's a lot of us here. But I'm going to come back around to this quote that he talked about. The module was about the key to building a residual income. And, we all want to build our residual incomes, and we all want to be the ones that our teams revolve around. But the truth of the matter is that you have to teach so that you can go to the beach. Teach so you can go to the beach. I love that, right? And I'm going to come back around to that. But it's the one thing I learned when I went from a traditional network marketing company to online marketing. I sort of learned it then, and that was that you need, in order to be duplicatable, you really need a system that you can plug people into that has the tools, the resources, and they can learn. You're going to teach them, and they can teach someone else, so that they don't have to keep coming back to you, you know. And if you don't have that, it's going to be really hard to duplicate on a big scale. When you start and you think, well, I'm going to only have a few people, I'll help them here and there, I'll help, you know, I'll get on the phone with this one, on the phone with that one, set this up for this one. You're thinking this small, because your business is not going to be this small forever. At least that's not what you hope when you start a business. You want to scale. And you can't scale if you have to be on the phone. 5 people, sure. 10 people, 100 people? No way. Thousands. And that's not something that's not possible. Your business is going to grow into the thousands if you really are building it and doing it right. So if you start a system that revolves around you and revolves around you're having to touch everyone and teach everyone and close everyone, you're doomed. You're doomed. You're never going to have that large team. You have to have that system that people can, you know, if you answer a question, record it, document it, and then teach the next person, hey, if someone asks you that question, just point them in that direction, right? And, you know, that's, there you go, teach to teach. So you can go to the beach, right? Think big. Start off thinking like you have the 1,000 people underneath you, and how are you going to do that? You know what? I had someone come to me. I think Mark asked me when he made his first prospect call, "Do you want to do a 3-way tonight? I have a call with someone." And what was my answer? No. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do a 3-way call. I will not meet you in Panera. I will not do a hotel meeting because I can't record it. I can't document it. I can't pass it on. I can't train people. I can't do any of that. And so it's not duplicatable. That's not going to help me scale my business. It's not effective in the long term. You really need to have that system. So Ray teaches heavily in this module that it's important to go forward doing everything in this way, where where it's a system that isn't reliant, on you to do everything. I think that's a really big deal, and that's huge. What if we're doing this home? This is our version of. Let's say we're doing this as a presentation, right? Our home meeting. Then we can record it and replay it, or we could have people watching us right now from home. They didn't have to leave their kids. They didn't have to get a babysitter. They didn't have to miss bedtime. They didn't have to drive when it's raining, snowing, cold, warm. They didn't have to get dressed up. They could be in their pajamas. Hell, they could be naked for all I care, sitting on the other end of that computer. I don't know. But the point is that there's no meeting people that never show up. There's none of that happening. It's all happening here. That's a big deal for someone who's doing a network marketing business. They don't even realize that it's a possibility, And so I like the way Ray really takes traditional, personal, making the phone calls, reaching out to people, and marries it with online marketing and how to generate leads and how to use systems, because it is really the key to his success, and ultimately success leaves clues, and it's something that you need to watch, right? All right, I'm gonna be quiet now because I'm thirsty. Let's go. Who's up next? Miss Carol, do you want to go in order, or somebody just jump out here at me?
Sure, I'll pick up from here. I was going to, as a matter of fact, this is a great segue that you just gave me. Thank you, Jamie, about how Ray intertwined the personal communication and the online work, and that's what I wanted to address. Communication. We all know there's several different means of communication. There's written communication. There's verbal communication, there's face-to-face communication, and there's even, sign language, body language type communication. And for myself, well, let me back up for a second. I'm just wondering, have you ever gotten yourself into trouble with written communication? Because it can be so harsh sometimes without meaning to. So there's very little nuance to it. and it just comes out bleh, like it does. And sometimes what your intention gets lost. So although I love online work and social media and typing and all that stuff, it's not as personal for sure. So Ray adds in, or that's actually where he started, the speaking to people on the phone. And it does. It brings a whole new dimension to this, and brings the two type entities together. And at first, it wasn't something that I wanted. As a matter of fact, that's why I chose internet online marketing, because I just preferred that way. I thought you could reach more people, et cetera, et cetera. But the other day, I just followed up on his teaching and gave somebody a call. She was very pleasant, very pleasant. And we gabbed a little bit about what he was doing, and she was new to this, and she was hoping to get leads, and she had actually asked for one of our products, which was a free product through MLSP, in order to help her get leads, and she's going to be concentrating on Twitter right now, et cetera, et cetera. But, I won't go into that anymore. But it was not a hard experience at all. It was a very pleasant experience, and I can certainly get back to her again in a couple of weeks and see how she's doing. So that complemented the online work that I did in order to get the lead, and then I followed up on the lead with her to, warm up the relationship some. Now, Ray also says that the verbal communication can be much faster, and I don't want to get into Michelle's presentation, because I think she's going to talk about this in terms of time management. Whereas oftentimes people will get like 1 out of 100 online to sign up for their product, their company, whatever. And he's saying that it can be much easier to get people interested in your business, because, I mean, they do have an interest, otherwise they wouldn't have asked anyway, but to explain the details of it so that they might indeed sign up with you if it is something that's a fit for them. So you can actually do 10 times as much work over the phone as you can on the internet in certain instances. So there is that speed factor. And finally, he talks about communication, and he puts his hands like this, parallel. And all I could think of is when you're dating, you know that old saying, I let him or her chase me until I caught him or her? It's sort of like that. You're talking to somebody on the phone, and if they start to bring up a lot of resistance and objections and what have you, and they're kind of moving away from what you're saying, you don't want to follow them in that direction, because you're just going to push them farther and farther away, and you don't want to, start arguing with them or whatever. I just had somebody do that to me the other day in private messaging, and boy, she was getting a hair on the back of my neck standing up. It's a good thing it wasn't on the phone. It was on the computer. I finally just stopped talking to her. That was it. So instead of that, he's saying you want to back off while they're backing off. You want to pull toward. So you want to back off a little bit and say, something like, well, maybe this just isn't a fit for you. And oftentimes, that kind of gets people's dander up a little bit. And they say, well, to themselves, they say, what do you mean it's not for me? Let me find out more about this. So they might come back and ask some more questions again. And then you're back more on a level playing field. And he says to, always maintain your posture and control the conversation. So, I picked up a lot from him, and loads of other information in there too. He also gives, actual scripts that you can work off from when you're talking to people in different situations. Not that you're going to sit there on the phone and read off a script, but it gives you something to go by, something to start off with. And all kinds of situations are in this training, which is great. It's a good jumping off point. So that said, I'll back off. And, Michelle?
Yeah, go ahead, Michelle. Don't look shocked. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I was
Oh,
expecting
wait.
to go last because you were going to go in order.
Michelle? Is that one, Michelle? Is that one, Michelle?
Okay, well, Carol kind of touched on it a little bit. Picking up the phone is a lot faster than, and the example he used was, getting out of bed, taking a shower, putting your good clothes on, driving to a hotel meeting or a home party or whatever. Only people don't show up, so you've wasted your time, or they're late, so they've wasted some more of your time, and you have to drive all the way back home, and you have not accomplished anything. In that period of time, you could talk to 10, 15 people and go through it just like that. Now, another thing about it is time is your most precious commodity. I mean, none of us have enough time, even though we all have 24 hours in a day. And, and he says that if you are broke, it is most likely mismanagement of your time. So a good test is like Black Friday. You stand in line for 3 hours, or do you stand in line for 3 hours to get $30 off? That's a waste of time. Do you go to a gas station and wait in line for an hour to get 10 cents off a gallon? Another waste of your time. Kind of shows that you have some time mismanagement there. So that was what I got out of it. But that's what I told everybody I wanted to talk about. But what I had mentioned in the beginning and why this has become my favorite, recruiting and prospecting are two dirty words to me. They are very dirty words. However, let me say this, it is not the size, it's how you use it. So what am I talking about? I am talking about your leads list. It is not the size of your leads list. It is how you use it. So it doesn't matter if you have 25,000 people on your list or 4,000 people on your list. If you can't close them, what good are they? You need to learn how to convert those leads into sales, or they're doing nothing for you. And how you do that is learning the recruiting and prospecting part of it, because that is all about conversion. And I want you to Google online training for conversion and sales. There is very, very few training programs out there teaching you this stuff. So you need to get this product, because you need to learn more than driving traffic, more than how to convert that traffic into leads. You need to learn how to convert those leads to sales, or what good is the traffic and what good is the leads. That's what I got. Thanks, Jamie.
Well, Miss Michelle, just keep that mic open right now. Don't even close that mic out. Look at Michelle with the hard sell picture. I love it. We talked about that talking to people was not something that we ever wanted to do, right? And that this actually made it seem like we could do this. You know what I mean? It made it seem much more enjoyable, easier, and it made sense. Someone enters a phone number that's real. They're saying, "Hey, please call me." I think he does this too. "Hey, call me, please." Right? And isn't it true? I never thought of it that way. That's kind of like for us internet marketers, when they leave their email address, they want us to email them. Why wouldn't we email them? Just like, why won't we call them? It says it makes sense. And look at you, all impassioned about this. I love it. I love it. Close your mic now. That's all right. Oh my kidding. Did you close it out? Oh, you did. Okay, so I'm not going to make anybody go next. I'm just going to say whoever wants to come out can come out now.
Oh, no, this is... Oh, good. Oh, good. Go ahead, Mom.
Ooh,
Well, guys, I am still digesting a lot of the training that comes from that Ray Higdon program. But and it's all really good stuff. I tell you what I've noticed and learned up to this point was or is a lot of the subtle nuances that you need to use when you're trying to use social media to build your business, and just how to go about doing it, instead of plastering a bunch of links all over the place and hoping people click on them to hear what you have to say. You first have to build a real good solid relationship with that person. And it's just like it's really no different than in your normal life. If you want to get to know the neighbor next door, you have to you have to build a relationship with that person. So the course teaches you how to build that relationship and how to go about doing it, and what's the right way to introduce your what you're trying to sell that person, or those types of things. How do you do it? Do you bang them over the head with a mallet, or do you take a nice subtle approach and get to know that person a little bit better first before you introduce them to the product that you're trying to present to them? So that's one thing I learned that was really important. And basically, what I'm kind of new to the whole game, and I really feel real fortunate to be part of this group, because you can go out there, you can spend a ton of money on different kinds of trainings and seminars and webinars and all kinds of stuff, but I feel like I'm in a group that will help me get to a higher level of success faster and do it without spending as much money, because you guys have the experience and you've been there, done that type of thing. So that's another thing that when you do the Ray Higdon program, you're gonna gain experience, and it will help you get to the point, a profitable point, quicker, because you're using his teachings, and he's just, I really like it because he's just a real down-to-earth person. When you hear him talk, it's like, it's like he's in the same room you are, and he's just having a normal conversation with you. So there's still a lot of stuff that I haven't really watched about the training program, and I'm excited to do it, but I'm just taking it little bits and pieces at a time. And for me personally, what I've got going on, I've got a couple different things that I'm trying to promote to bring extra money into the family. And I think that training is going to benefit me in all of the different aspects of what I'm doing online. So, I've got an MLM that I'm interested in and that I'm part of, and I'd also like to take advantage of other ways to make money online with affiliate marketing and some of the stuff that MLSP offers you. And then another MLM that Jamie introduced me to that is probably I'm most excited about that. So all of this training that Ray Ray gives you in this program I can put to use in all three of the different things that I'm trying to build and market online. So I'm just real excited about it. And one of the biggest things I'm trying to do is start a way to build a list and get that customer list built so that you can rely on it for future sales and that type of thing. So I'm just so excited to have all these tools in my toolbox to be able to use, and over time learn how to use them all and start to implement this, that, and the other to get the list going and to just have as far of a reach as possible in an online method. And this is being part of the board today, and the panel is an honor, and it's just one of the steps that I'm taking to get to the point where I want to be. So that is about it. I'll turn it over to the next person.
Well, you know what I want to say before Mark goes anywhere real fast is that, I met Mark months ago, and I was doing just that, building a relationship. Someone saw a training I posted and tagged him and said, hey, this is what you're looking for, how to market on Facebook. And so we messaged back and forth, and I sent him free trainings, and something came up, and of course the MLSP option came up. I'm sorry if I'm too heavy on saying about this system that we're using, but anyway, it wasn't for him. He didn't feel like it was for him, and even though I felt like I know this is what you're looking for. What can you do? He wasn't ready. It wasn't for him at the time. And when he went through this course, he texted me, one night late, and he was like, it hit me like a ton of bricks. The power of this system of MLSP with what I'm trying is exactly what I need. And I thought it was a real testimonial to what the system is. And it's, what you just said is also a testimonial too. It's not just about the training or the, not the live weekly training or the back office training on how to do lead generation and build funnels and blogs and all those tools. That's a great toolbox. This right here, this panel right here, and the community that we're in is priceless. Because being able to bounce things off of one another and being able to ask questions in a safe environment where you're not going to feel silly or get goofed, feel like a goof or something, that's really something that not a lot of people who are doing solo, online marketing with affiliate type offers can have. Right? This opportunity to be involved in a community that helps you grow, and we're through this conversation, we can go through this training a million times, but this conversation that we have with each other, which is ongoing, and our, even after we take it off live, we're going to learn just from each other's perspective. What did you get from it? What did you get from it? Oh, did you hear that? You're going to hear things and learn things, and it does that success curve. The failure curve or success curve, whichever one you're on, gets cut because you're around people who are also moving in the same direction as you. It's really, it's a priceless environment to be in, this community, and it's one that I'm very grateful to be in, for sure. So I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad that you saw what it can do for you if you implement it and stuff. So Miss Ellie, you're just gonna take. Oh, Mark, sorry.
Oh, you guys can go ahead.
All right, Miss Ellie's always got something good. She was just about to do it.
Well,
down.
Because you've all really talked about what Ray Higdon talks about in that webinar. And by the way, there's a button right below here that says Show Me. There's two of them. The first one is going to bring you can go watch that webinar he did. Now, you don't get the whole extra question and answers that we got, but I think it's a 60 or 70-minute webinar, and he gives out really good information right within that webinar. Now, it's also the sales page. So what? Go watch the webinar. It's a deal, okay? It's a deal, but everybody's got to make their own decisions in there. But here's the thing he talks about, and you all hit on this. Mark was talking about it on social media, and lead with value, all right? If you're just throwing links all over, you're not leading with value. And I think that a lot of people think, oh, I don't have any value. What did you learn today? Okay, what did you learn? How did you implement it? Go explain it to somebody else. Because there's somebody else who didn't learn that today. Okay? So that's value. It's value. Oh, I'm brandy new. There's somebody that came in 85 minutes after you. They're brandy and newer than you. You have value. So that's a personal development thing that we talk so much about in this group. But he says lead with value, which generates a lead. Okay, people give you their email address. They want that information. They want to know more about you. Whatever you're teaching or sharing, whatever you're just sharing, all right? Connect with the lead. So yes, you can do it in email, but as we're talking about, you know what? When you believe in what you're doing, the phone is not scary anymore. That's what happens. When people go, oh, I'm afraid to talk on the phone. You're full of baloney. You talked to your brother the other day on the phone, your mother. You're not afraid to talk on the phone, okay? But you're afraid they're going to ask you a question that you don't have the answer for. And here, I'm going to give you the answer. So when somebody asks you a question that you don't, you go, gee, I'm really not sure about that, but I'll find out for you. Oh, my God. And they love you when you say that. Oh, like this is a human being. Okay, is that professing to know everything in the world? Gee, I'm not really sure about that answer. I'll find out for you. Instead of trying to make up BS, you know, and freaking out. Oh, I should have known. No, you probably didn't. It was some of these questions people can ask. You think, I hope I never have to know that answer. Go find somebody that knows it. So connect with the lead, which you can do it by email. The phone seems to work better, right? And then here it is, okay? Determine their need. And folkies, I hate to tell you this, I don't care what businesses you're doing right now, what MLM, BizOps, network marketing, it ain't always what you got. They don't all want what you got. You all know that if you have a list, okay? Because if they all wanted what you got, they'd all aboard already. They don't. So here's where the beauty, an extra beauty of MLSP, and Ray has one module in there that kind of explains that. You don't have to be an MLSP to utilize this whole program, because it's truly all about recruiting, and it's really designed for network marketing MLM. But he does have that one in there because he talks about how he made $100,000, I think, in a year for people who said no. People who said no to his then MLM that he was in, he then was able to show them MLSP. Now that's huge. And I'm really going to say how huge that is, because I know most companies you get in, they all go, you should only do this, okay, and only do it our way, all right? Because they want your focus on, I get it, I get that, all right? And Carol and I did that. We only did this, all right? And they changed their comp plan for like the third time in 2.5 years. And we had an income and lost it. So it's like having a job. Worse than having a job, because at least if they fire you, okay, you don't have to go back there. They don't pay you, but you don't have to go back there. Here, we lost our income, and they expected us to continue doing this. I was like, are you nuts? This is worse than a job. And I did say the word worse. So it's when you realize, and wasn't really aware of MLSP before that. You know, had we had that already in our pocket, and not only that, and if you're brandy new on here, going, I don't know what kind of business to do, I don't really have any of those businesses or what have you. This is where you learn the foundation of business, the foundation of online marketing. It's the foundation, and it is with the best online teachers I have seen. And I've been around the block a little bit, so and to have that, so like Ray did, oh, they said no to my network marketing company, I'll offer them this. You made $100,000 doing it. Okay, am I telling you you could? I'm not. You could make more, you could make less. All right, but to have this extra in your pocket, because MLSP is designed, it is designed for you to learn how to brand you, not your other company, because you don't know if they're going out of business, folks. I have to say that, but and it's designed for you to promote any other business opportunity, network marketing, MLM, whatever other kind of bit. It's designed for that, but at the same time, so it's an educational system, right? And you also can make an affiliate residual income if you show it to other people. So I'm like, damn, why didn't somebody tell me about this 3 or 4 years ago, all right? But, you know, I mean, we're here now. So if I'm like, oh my God, she's excited, because veins might be popping out of my neck by now, I am excited because, I lived it. Carol and I did. We had this going, and then it just went, no, we changed that. What the hell? What do you mean you changed it? Not everybody in that business gets it because not a lot of people were making money in it, okay? We lost our income. So that's a big thing. When you have something else, and then when you're determining the need of that people that you're meeting on phone, on email, now you can find out, I have this for them, or I have this for them. Okay, I'll be quiet now.
You can be quiet. You can just keep going. I'm just going to sit back and listen to you all night. 9 o'clock, schmine o'clock. Right, guys? No, everything, the foundation. That's exactly it. The foundation that you build everything from is what I find this to be. And imagine Ellie and Carol and Michelle and Catherine, we were all in the same company that changed and we lost our incomes. Imagine if we had this then, how we could have built that business. That would have been great. I think that the trainings that you could give away alone would have doubled what I could have done there easily in the year. But anyway, Miss Catherine, we have not heard from you, and so we're going to do that.
Oh, are we?
We are going to do that now.
Hold on. Okay. All right. Well, one aspect of the product was getting past your fear of rejection, which is something that most people have. A lot of people have with the phone. Can you hear me? Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. I have that. That's the reason why I don't like calling people. I don't like fear of rejection, even though there won't be fear rejection, but it's just something we have in our mind that people won't like what we have, that our product, and we'll take it personally, like, oh no, I'm not ready for that, but we'll take it like it's something on us. So he said that's the biggest challenge, is overcoming the fear. And he talked about a book called Go for No, and I did read that yesterday in one day, and I don't read books in one day. And it is so interesting, that book. You have to get it because it's a story. The lady and the guy wrote it as a story. So it was really interesting. And they were talking about getting 20 no's. Most people that are successful have gotten 20 or more no's in one day. They do every day. They have a challenge to get 20 no's if they're doing it like full time. Doing something, and then you will make more. You'll be more successful because you'll try to get those no's, and eventually you'll get enough yeses that you'll have enough people signing up. So if you keep going for those no's, maybe 10 to start with, or even 5. It's just a numbers game. So that was like chapter 2, and so that was the main thing that I got out of that. Because I haven't finished the whole product. I've just done the first few chapters, but because that is my big fear, is the fear of the phone. I don't like talking on the phone to people I don't know. So, but I'm going to get over that because I mean, the way Ray Higdon talks about it, it's so easy. It seems like it's not people that they want to talk to you. Otherwise, they wouldn't give you their phone number. So it's amazing. So I'll have to try. I haven't tried it yet, so but I will. I'll try the phone next time. So anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about was that book, which was really good because I don't read a book in one day, and that was like one day it took me to read that book. So must have been good. And he said those are his friends, so he said that was a real good book. So maybe
I do remember him mentioning that, and if you read it in a day,
yeah,
it's got to be good. It's got to be good.
Well, it's interesting. That's what's good. It's like a story. Talking.
So it's easier to read than just like a...
Yeah, just like it's not like it's educational, but it's a story also while you're learning. So I like those kind of books a lot better instead of just educational. I mean, I can get through them better, so if there's a story.
And so. I can totally relate to not wanting to talk to people on the phone, as could everybody. I mean, really, right? Michelle's like, I don't talk to anybody on the phone, but it's like a taboo. There's like a taboo around picking up the phone, and internet marketers especially are like, don't even. That's like poo-poo on the phone. Like we don't pick up the phone. But guess what? They ain't making any money, so forget about it.
Don't follow them.
Don't follow them, right? I mean, and yeah, you're right. It's a numbers game. You know, you can decide never to pick up a phone, and also never go for a no. And also never have anybody look at your opportunity or product. Hey, that's up to you too.
Yeah, right.
Right? You know? It's a numbers game. The more people come through the door, the more chance that someone will purchase it or opt in or whatever.
Or look at it at least. So, yeah.
Exactly.
So that's all I have. That's all I have to say today.
Well, thank you, Ms. Catherine,
sure.
for your input. And we're all running we're all Amazon right now. Look at everybody's head down on Amazon to buy Go for No now. Everybody's getting the book up. Mark, I saw your hand up. You know, that's not allowed here at the Bold Team as per Ellie's rules, but I will allow you to come on out here because you're new. Go ahead. She doesn't like this. She feels like this is too
Don't listen to her, Mark. Don't listen to her.
He just wants you to interrupt everybody and talk.
I'll tell you the reason I put my hand up, because I was just kind of affirming what somebody was saying and agreeing with what they were saying. But I do, since you let me talk again, I do have something else to say. One of the things that I thought was really exciting and important, if you're going to try to build an online business, no matter what it might be, I find that the branding part of it is really exciting to me. If people need to follow you, and in order for them to follow you, there has to be a reason for it. And so I'm really excited to be able to start branding myself and taking the proper steps to do that, so that as my list gets bigger and this gets bigger, and as things start to roll in the direction I want them to go, I can brand myself and try to, just develop a team that's with me, my team. Yeah, I'm excited to build my team, and I think Ray talks about that, and he's got some great points on how to do it. And so there's another terrific aspect as to why his training is really important. So that's another thing that I picked up from him too.
And it's true. Being able to brand yourself rather than brand. I'm getting feedback. Can you mute your thing? Your Hangout. Can you mute Mark?
Oh yeah.
That's okay. We'll yell at him after it's over. I mean, no. Branding yourself rather than branding your company, so that when you move, if you move companies, or if you change, God forbid something happens, comp plan, they go out of business, the product turns, you don't like it anymore, you find some whatever, then people are following you and the value that you provide, and not whatever fly-by-night product or whatever was there. Not saying they're all fly-by-night, but yeah, it's important, and not a lot of people do it, especially not in network marketing. The value is you. The value is in you, right? There's a quote: "No one is you, and that is your power," right? And it's so true, because nobody else can tell it your way, nobody else can share it your way, and certainly not my way. I'll tell you that much. So, does anybody else? We're rounding on that 9 o'clock, that hour mark. We don't want to take up too much of everybody's time. Miss Ellie.
Yeah, we want to be time respectful, but I also want to show everybody what's going on here. Because, first of all, I love what everybody was saying here. And if you know Ray Higdon, you know he's not a hype man. He doesn't do hype at all. He's so calm. He's funny. He's a nice guy, but he's not into hype. And I love that. I really respect that. He's not into this, buy now, no, the BOGO. He doesn't scream it in your face. But if you don't know him, okay, you're brand new to the industry then. Because, I mean, he's a 7-figure earner multiple times. He this price that's going on and those bonuses that we were talking about is ending on the 29th, which is Friday, yes? At midnight, which I'm pretty sure they run by Eastern midnight. And so there's that button that's right underneath here which says Show Me Ray Higdon's special training. I don't know what I said. That's what I think I said. Because if you hit that button, you're going to go to the page. It's a sales page. It's going to show you everything that's in there, right? But it's also going to give you that webinar he did, which is at least 60 or 70 minutes. Again, there was an extra portion there if you were online, and he answered a tremendous amount of questions. But this is not a sales hype webinar. This is honest information that you will benefit from with a notepad right here and right now. I really mean that. So, you know, I'm sure when the deal goes away, the sales page is going to go away too. So, you know, don't lose out on that. You know, I get some people are like, ooh, I don't know. Some people just like, I don't have it right now. I get that. All right. So, but at least go and watch that webinar. You know, and as Mark is talking about, and we've all been talking about, we are here within a community. You know, and it is the My Lead System Pro, the MLSP is what we all call it, which gives you so much leverage within this industry. So if you're brandy new, you need to get back to the person who invited you here, because you want to take that test drive. If you go in and purchase the product, you have an opportunity to take a 30-day test drive for free. If you don't do that for whatever reason, okay, go watch Ray's video, but then get back with the person who invited you here, because there's what they call a 10-day test drive, and it's $10, and you really get in. And once you come in within this team, you're in this team. And then Jamie tells lies about me, and and they holler at you, and we always have a good time, obviously, right? The other thing, one of the bonuses is, if you are going in with Ray Higdon, we are going to do our own group just on that product. Now, we have a group, and we communicate on a daily basis, and we do these hangouts every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. But we're also going to do a group just about the product. So if you're even saying, oh, I don't want to do MLSP, or you can get in on the product group. So hit those buttons, get back to the people that that brought you here. Look not into that hype stuff either, okay? The deal is going away. It's simple. The guy is a couple of million, a couple of 7 million, or whatever figures. You know, he knows what he's talking about. Is this for you? That's the question you've got to go ask yourself. Is this for me? Go watch the video, go see the sales page, and if you are not sure, get back to the person that invited you here and ask the question. We'll even talk to you on the phone now if you want to talk to us, because none of us are afraid of the phone anymore. But don't worry, you don't have to talk to us on the phone. Send us an email. So that's all I wanted to say here. You guys tell me when you're ready to wrap it up. I don't think there's any questions. I didn't look over at the page. No, I don't see any. Jamie, you got final thoughts for us?
No, you just said everything that I had to say. My final thoughts. My Lead System Pro. That's exactly what it does. It is our lead system. It's the resources that we use to get leads. Pro.
Pro.
And that Ray Higdon webinar is absolute. It's like training.
Right.
It's training. There's notes. I mean, that she's not kidding when she talks. Okay, she tells the truth. So that's it. Now Miss Ellie can finish this.
All right, I think we're good. Look, if you're watching the replay, if you're here live with us, thank you. We appreciate you. If you're watching the replay, thank you. We appreciate you. We really do appreciate you. If you've got questions, you can always put them in the chat even during the week, because some of us come back and check it out and find out what's going on. We'll get back to the person who invited you here. This was like the biggest kind of training type webinar. We have a tendency to do mindset stuff, but you know what? We mix it up because it is like the you know what our header says there. This really is about growing, helping you grow you and grow your business. So we're back here on Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Go check out this webinar. Hit that first show me button. Go check it out. We will see you next week. Ooh, everybody say bye-bye now.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye now. Very good. All right.
Bye
Going out.
now.
Bye-bye.
We're hanging out.